Hey guys, welcome back to Stylecast. I'm your host and style coach, Greta Eagan. And as your style coach, I want to do something that I've been thinking about that I naturally do anyway every season or every switch of seasons. And that is to think about, okay, what am I going to keep out? What am I going to put away? And what might I want to bring into my wardrobe to update things and make it feel a little more fresh? So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm actually going to be focusing on 3 categories. So we'll be doing jackets, shoes, and accessories. Because I find if you have a core basic wardrobe already in place, which many of us do, especially on the heels of creating some great capsule wardrobes, then we don't actually need to invest in a whole new wardrobe every time the season changes. In fact, we really don't need much, maybe just a little bit of shifting around some of those key accessories. Category number 1, jackets. These are the jackets that I am seeing that I'm excited about for the spring season. Let's talk about temps for just a minute. So we are talking, it is going to be in the 50s, the 60s, the sun is going to be out. We're getting more into the spring weather. What I'm excited about are windbreakers. It's a sporty anorak kind of style jacket, something that we have been seeing on the runways and now trickling into retailers for sure. I think what I would just say here is get something that works in a colorway that is going to work with what you already have in your wardrobe. So I've seen some really pretty like slate green blues. I've seen some camel colors. I've also seen, and more of that tan color. I've also seen some white or off-whites. And then of course you have black. I think a nice green would be great. And that's also something I want to mention is this anorak style, windbreaker style is also leaning towards sort of blended into the utility or the field jacket. So if the anorak doesn't feel quite like you, then maybe moving towards like a field jacket, again, going for the greens or the browns or the tans, that is going to be a great option that you will definitely want to lean into as the weather is changing this spring. Next jacket that I have seen around and think is going to be a banger this spring is a leather jacket. And I do think we're moving away from the suede jackets. They have had a really great run, and of course they are going to be classics that should always stay in your wardrobe and you can keep pulling them out. It's always just about what you want to wear. But what I am seeing a bit more is more of that dark brown, almost like moto or even aviator bomber style jacket in leather. Some of them are cropped, some of them have the dropped sleeve. They're a little bit more boxy and the colors are just beautiful. Very like espresso brown, very like rich and very, very luxe. So if you want something that's a little bit more dressy, this would be a good option. Also, the last thing I will say is a fleece jacket might just be your practical go-to everyday jacket. That and the anorak, I do think that they go sort of hand in hand. It depends on the warmth that you need. You might layer a fleece jacket underneath the anorak. But I do think that with the Olympic Games, we had the fleeces out there, the printed fleeces, and I think that they're so cool and they just kind of have that fun, light feeling to them. Also, they're very practical. They are just a really nice layer when it's in between temps. So this again would be a great option. I haven't seen too many of them. I do think they're starting to phase out of fashion. Maybe you already have one in your wardrobe, you probably do. Just pull it out, use it, get some more wear out of it this season because we might be packing it away for a little while. That is my jacket spiel, but I do want to give you one to watch. So I basically am giving you 3 pieces per category. I want to give you a bonus. So one to watch would be the bomber style denim jacket. So denim jackets obviously have been around forever. They're always going to be around forever. We did a lot of oversized denim jackets in the last few years. Now the shape that I am seeing is the bomber jacket, very similar to the moto jacket with the drop sleeves and a little bit of banding around the bottom. Also a little bit more of like the oversized bomber. So I would keep an eye out for that one for sure. Now let's also talk about what you should be putting away. I know it's going to be sacrilegious and people all over Europe are going to be sending me comments, but I think we should put away our trenches for now. The crop trench is feeling a little bit stale. Like we're ready for new things. We're ready for new shapes. That's why the bomber is really so good right now. So I would just say, let's pack that one away and she can take a little rest and we'll get her back out. Another that I would say is the quilted coat. The quilted coats, again, they have had a really good run and they're very practical. I would definitely just store this unless it was something something that you felt just didn't work in your wardrobe, then maybe it's time to donate it. But otherwise, I just think put it away for now, focus on these other shapes. And I will also say it is time to put away the barn jackets. I know, you probably just invested in one. Maybe it took you a little while to get around to it. It's not going away, but I do think if you want to stay a little bit more modern and be a little bit more updated, it's time to let that barn jacket take a back seat. Category number 2 are shoes. Now, before we get into shoes, because shoes are like everything, right? They just can transform an entire outfit, and they're so practical, especially based on what the weather is going to be doing in the springtime. Before we get to that, I do just want to mention that in this video, I'm not suggesting that you get rid of things. I'm actually hoping that you're just going to store them away and get ready to get them back out, because I find that if you have too many options in front of you, it's hard to see what you want to wear, and it's hard to put the outfits together. So I like to store pieces. I do this myself. I do this with my clients. So store those pieces that maybe aren't feeling so current, or maybe you're just feeling a little bit tired of them because we've been wearing them a lot. Put them away and get ready to bring them back out soon. So that's my little caveat. And now into shoes. So definitely what I have been seeing is the woven shoe. I think that is going nowhere. I love a good woven flat. You could go for a pointy toe. It could be a ballet flat. It could be a mule or a slide. Honestly, there are so many options. All I would say is that it is more of like a breathable woven material. So it's not quite a mesh, but it does have like a lattice shape to it. So that's what I would do, is I would lean into those. And I would also say, I mean, obviously black is such a safe choice, but I would go for the lighter colors, even the tans, the browns, and the whites or the silvers. I think that that is going to translate really well as we move into spring and you want to lighten things up a little bit. Next, I have to give a shout out to Birkenstocks. Now, again, these are something that have been around for a really long time, like a really, really long time, and that they just came back into vogue in the last few years. We probably all have a pair. I have a pair that I've been wearing that's almost, it's like on the verge of not being acceptable because it's so worn in, but then it's kind of cool again because it's so worn in. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what I did is I actually did invest in a new pair that is more of the plastic version instead of the leather with the cork. What I'm really liking that Birkenstock has done is they've come out with a bunch of really fun colors, and the pair that I got is actually like a pewter mushroom taupe color. And again, it's in my colorway. I'm a soft summer. So I just knew like, yes, that's gonna go with my wardrobe. That's gonna go with everything. And it feels like a nice upgrade from my other Birks that are a little bit tired at this point. So I would just say, like, if you have a pair that you've been wearing a lot, maybe they're fine. Keep wearing them 100%. And if you're on the verge like I was, maybe it's time to get something in these new colorways and just infuse a little bit of that color into your wardrobe. The next shoe I want to highlight is not necessarily the most fashion forward, but hey, this is everyday outfit wear here. If you guys are new here, Stylecast is all about everyday outfits based on the weather, real life, real style. So what I'm talking about is a low rain boot. So it's a boot that they call like a shorty, and it just goes right to your ankle. The Hunter shorty, I think it's called Play Short Boot. That's a great option, totally timeless. It's going to be something that you have in your wardrobe for years and years and years to come, and it's just going to do the job, because that's what you need during the season, especially when there is a lot of rain forecasted. I would just say lean into a pair of boots like this that is very practical, and I think it'll be fun also to layer it with some like chunkier socks, and then definitely styling it with the straight leg jeans and rolling them and giving it kind of a high thick cuff just above the boot. I think that'll be really cute. One to watch that's a little bit of an outlier is the sneaker ballet flat. I think they're calling it a sneakerina, like a ballerina sneaker. Also like a Mary Jane meets a sneaker as well. I think you guys have probably seen it. I feel like Alaya came out on this trend really strong with the pony hair ballet flat. with this sort of shape, and then the iterations on that have been to do it in more of sneaker material like the nylon and the like leather sneaker. It's just really, really low profile. I think it could be really fun either in a neutral like a black, or I would definitely lean into having maybe some of these like more sporty accents, like even neon. It really depends on you. I think that I could get into it. I haven't gotten a pair yet. It's definitely a shoe that feels out of my comfort zone, but sometimes a shoe like this is something that will take your whole outfit and make you feel like you've had an upgrade. So that's why I bring it up. It may not be for everyone. That's why I put it as like a one to watch, because I do think that some interesting things are happening with this shoe. So yeah, let me know. If you guys have tried it, please put it in the comments. Let us know what you think. I think that because it's such a low profile shoe, that paired with some of these like bigger barrel jean styles, or even the balloon pants that are coming in this spring, that it actually could be a really nice balance to the volume of those trousers, those pants. And let's talk about what we should maybe put away so that you don't have as much clutter in your closet. I would put away the leather ballet flats. I would say lean into the mesh, lean into maybe this sneakerina, and just put those very classic leather ballet flats away for a minute. I would also say the clogs they actually never happened for me, so I just didn't get into that. But if you have clogs, I do feel like, again, they're maybe just on the way out, not necessarily what we're going to be wanting to wear right now. Maybe instead going for that woven mule or slide. And the last one that I would say to put away is your leather loafer. So these have been going strong all winter, especially with a sock, and they're definitely an amazing staple piece that you want to keep in your wardrobe. But I would just say like the actual, leather or patent leather, those need to be put away. You could keep out your suede loafers, more of like a driving style shoe, and especially the ones that are backless, that are just more like a slide or a mule. I think that those will be great for spring and they'll still feel fresh and current. But some of the other ones that I mentioned, let's put them away for now and bring some of these other ones out. And on to the last category, talking about accessories. So accessories is a wide umbrella. So I did my best just to think about what I'm really seeing, what I'm really excited about, and what I'm actually going to want to be wearing and switching out. Let's start with sunglasses. So definitely seeing a return to the 90s minimalist sunglasses. They're sort of those like sleek oval shapes. I would say that brown or black, we're not really seeing outrageous colors. It's very 90s minimalist. It's not really meant to be standing out. Even the lens is more of that sort of dark, semi-transparent brown instead of like a black or reflective lens. So again, very approachable, very minimalist. I also have been seeing and loving the belt bags. So I don't know, we've seen a little bit of it like starting to pick up. They have like a little bit more of this utilitarian shape. I did find this amazing Gucci belt bag that is feeling more vintage, feeling a little bit more like European. So I do feel like there are some layers of how we can play with this, but A, they are so functional, especially in momland, but B, they are also just like adding a little bit of like cool factor to your outfit. So something to look into for sure. And the last accessory that I am gaga over are charms. Not just any charms. Like I know that we've been doing like charm bracelets and charm necklaces and that sort of thing, but I'm actually really into charms as accessories on other parts of your outfit. So I'm talking more about charm straps for your iPhone, or shoe charms, which I got some when I was in Mexico City, and put them on my sneakers. Love it, so fun. And also bag charms. So again, you can see these are things that aren't necessarily like jewelry adorning yourself, but they are pieces that are bringing some fun and some lightness and some playfulness to your outfit. And they don't have to have a function, you know, like bag charm is not a functional thing, except that it might bring you joy, which is a beautiful function. And then like the shoe charms, again, like I don't even know if they are going to be that durable, but I love them and I'm sporting them. So I would lean into this one. This one, you can tell, is one of my favorites. In the accessories area, one to watch, I would say, are totes. Tote bags are coming back in strong, and I do think they're more, again, to use the word utility or utilitarian kind of totes. They are functional. They are totes that are made out of canvas. They are totes that have pockets. They might even have extra straps like this one, and then a crossbody strap. So it's that kind of utilitarian, very useful feel. We did see some totes, like even from Saint Laurent. I love this tote bag that is a little more luxe, but still like the shape is so useful, and we've sort of returned to bags that are useful. So this is what I would be watching for. And let's talk about what to put away. I would put away your crossbody quilted bags. So any bags that we have, the Chanel's, the Saint Laurent's, they are a little bit of that like puffier material. And again, they are classic, beautiful pieces that definitely should just be stored. Put them in their little dust bags. They can have a nice little rest, and then they will definitely come back out. But for now, I do think we're moving more into this utilitarian, cargo, fun, lighthearted, less elegant feel. I would also put away the pendant and layered necklaces. So Fondre definitely led the charge with these necklaces, and I know that those necklaces in particular are an investment, and they are really beautiful and really fun. I just think that they've been around for many years now, and they just feel a little played out. If it's your style and it's all you wear, keep wearing it. Do not let me stop you. But if you are wanting to kind of keep that piece feeling fresh for you later, like just give it a little bit of a break, give it a season off. Personally, I'm leaning more into earrings and sort of stacking and layering some different earrings and giving my neckline a little bit of a break, and I've been really enjoying that. It's just really about playing with these things, not taking it too seriously, but also finding what works for you. And if you know what works for you, stay with that. I'm just giving some suggestions based on what I'm up to. And the other thing I would say is let's put away those oversized sunglasses. Now, I actually did have a pair from literally like early 2000s, a Marc Jacobs pair that I still have. I pulled it back out when this was all happening, those sort of almost like bug eye style glasses, and I pulled them back out. It was great, but it was like a short window, and I am very quickly moving on to more of a minimalist design and style. So again, just like keep them, you'll wear them another time, but now is not the time. Find another time. I hope this has been helpful for you guys. I just was thinking about what I was excited about, what I was adding to cart, what I was making mental notes of. Oh, I want to pull that piece back out. I want to try styling this in this way. This is how we move through fashion and keep it fun. Let's just keep it going. I'll see you guys next time. Have a beautiful day.